Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge.
Yeah, it need to be
So,
full. Just like that.
I'll put respect on my name. Sheena. So lovely.
And then she rides all the way up and defend herself. You know,
They will either watch your lifestyle or learn to live it themselves. It's not nothing that you can prove to them. Like, try Jesus. Try him. Welcome to Maybe We Can Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. You be the judge. I'm Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
Why did I feel like somebody else should say something? Was it me? I really felt like Sheena and Risha, like somebody else should be like something. But anyway, it's okay. We are talking about disappointments.
Dun, dun, dun.
And disappointments is a rough thing.
It's horrible
for humans to really deal with.
It's horrible.
It really is.
It's horrible.
Because it is.
Horrible.
Like, it really is. Like, when you really think about, like, and people get to the point, they be like, oh, you can't disappoint me. Like, I've been hurt. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna finna do that. Try out hard. People have been disappointed. And it's honestly a part of life, sadly. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Disappointments. Why do people get disappoint? I said appointments. Why do people get disappointed? How you can heal from disappointments. So y'all just ride with us. Today we're gonna help y'all.
And we will be transparent to certain degrees of our experience of disappointments that we've experienced in life. Because, you know, we've been alive, you know, for 3 decades. Or 4.
I haven't been alive.
You're almost there. She's literally around the corner.
I've only been alive for 2 decades and 9 years.
If you want to be 2.9, you know, she's literally 29. She's
I have
right there.
not been alive for 3
And by
decades.
the way, guys, my birthday was last Sunday. We're gonna insert that because I turned 30. Woot tweeting podcast, so we just had to say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to me in the comments.
It's your birthday, Shawnee.
It was last Sunday, though,
Yeah,
guys.
it's live.
But anyway, disappointments. Matter of fact, let's talk about it.
It sounds like you
Go
should
ahead.
start.
You should start.
Birthday disappointments was one heavy one for me. I don't know about any of you guys or you guys, but I have had like I think I was born with it. I think it was over my head or something. Generational curses, of course, but it was one of them things where it's like your birthday comes, it's like, oh yeah, you get excited. I remember like certain birthdays when I was like 6. I remember turning 6 and my uncle gave me some money at the gas station. I remember that birthday because we went bowling too. But like the other birthdays, it's just kind of hit and miss. But as I tried to like plan my birthdays as I got older, it wasn't usually working out. And then like things just start happening in the summertime, and I was like, man, how do you do this, Lord? You know, so it's still something that I'm still like learning to get through, because sometimes like I guess for me, I'm like, you don't want to be disappointed with people like, oh, like trying to gather everybody to gather for you. It's like you don't want to be disappointed with them. Want to come. What if they do? What if they can't? What if they this? What if it's so many things? And I think disappointment is like an anxiety almost. Like it plays a long hand of anxiety, because why are you like so afraid of being disappointed? Because it can be okay. It just depends on your perspective of how you handle your disappointment. Because I've been disappointed before too, and also actually have taken it different. But it depended on the situation and where I was in my life for it.
That's good.
Okay. How do you handle disappointments?
I don't.
What do you do?
I just be like, well, they probably. I don't expect.
You excuse it?
I don't excuse it. I low key certain people. I'm not gonna lie. It's about 90%, 95% of people. I expect you not to do what you say.
Not to do what you
them
say.
to disappoint you.
I mean, it's not even. It doesn't.
It can't be disappointment if you expect it.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, okay, you're probably not gonna do it. So okay. So it's very few people that I actually have expectation. Because one time, like when I was young, I was disappointed quite often. So as I got older, I was like, I just won't give you the opportunity to do that anymore. So I'm not going to expect anything out of you. But there are people who I do expect things out of.
And that's a crazy thing, because you would think, I feel like I've been disappointed too, and when I was a kid, but for some odd reason, I still expect stuff from people. No, you can do better. I don't know.
Yeah.
You'll do it someday.
There's
That's good, though.
the thing is, okay. So I feel like I'm in between, because I want people to have the opportunity, but I'm not disappointed if they don't.
That's a good place to be.
Because because
Right.
I'm
'Cause I
just
think we on the extreme.
The streams. I don't care, and I care too much.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
yeah, I'm just like, hey, I expect better of you. However, if you stay there, like I'm okay with you staying there. You know, it's it's just that, and it's not that I don't get disappointed because I am, and to a certain degree, because it's just like, hey, I expected you to rise to this occasion. I expect you to come on up and everything like that. But I'm not sad or angry with the person. Usually, like even with my kids, and I would tell them I'm disappointed in you, and I think that there's like what emotion is behind your disappointment.
Oh, that's good.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's just like, okay, disappointment to me means that I'm going to say what I need to say to you to bring out um more in you. I guess like if my son disappoints me or my daughter, I'm not angry with them or sad. Like my daughter did something to my car the other day, and she thought her world was gonna crash down. She thought
She
it
was
over for her.
crashing out. I said, Mara, you
Yes.
have to calm down. She said, I'm gonna run away. I don't know what to do. She's gonna be so mad at me. I can't do this. I was like, Mara, you have to calm down.
Right.
Chill.
And I told her she didn't get in trouble or anything. It's just like, hey, you see what I did to the front of the car. You know, now something in the back of the car too. And I expect you to do better. I expect you to rise to the occasion. You know, am I did I want that to happen to my car? No. Am I sad or angry about it? No. I guess I'm just like a person, like I'm riding the wave.
So, have you ever been the type of person that could, like, how were you handling disappointment growing up?
Oh my God, horribly.
And
Horribly.
what made you, like, how did you find that
Change.
balance?
I found out wisdom and knowledge and understanding, I think, became my stability because I started to realize that I was weaponizing disappointment
How so?
for myself. When I didn't love myself the way I should, it was almost like self-sabotaging for me. And I would be like, they're not going to do it. They don't love me. People don't care. Basically, my disappointment matched my inner narrative, whatever that was. When I was self-sabotaging and angry with the world, angry with like I didn't feel worthy, then I used it against people and myself both, and internalized everything. And it was just like, oh, they don't love me. My family doesn't care. Look what my grandma's doing to me. And that was kind of like, and then as I grew up, I was like, okay, I'm watching you. Okay, I see that. I started watching people and letting them be who they were. Like if you are always like me, I'm late. If you're always late, then I'm gonna speak into your life and say, hey, you can do better. And then not expect it, but be okay with whichever one happens. And then if I didn't need it, I didn't need to use disappointment as a weapon against myself or others. So like I think that you try to protect yourself from it. So it's just like, I'm not even going to give space. That's weaponizing it. If you're just like, I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to hold you to it. You let me down. You're weaponizing it as well. And for me, it's just that. It's you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You could do better next time. I'm not holding it for any reason because I don't need it to
But I think that's what a lot of people in the world do. Like what Tay said, like, I'm not even letting you get close. That's why a lot of people, the world become cold because they don't have an outlet. Like, Tay's developing and she has God. So it's different. It's not like it's got to stay that way. But still, of course, have boundaries because, you still don't want to just be out here just getting all cut up.
Because I would just be like, oh, if Sheena's in my mind, okay, Sheena says she's going to be here at 8. Okay. She's probably not, but okay. And
But
and that,
what's the emotion behind that? Is it okay, like it really is okay, or is it like she's gonna let me down again? Like how does it feel inside?
if you show up, that's awesome. But if you don't come, I figured
It
you
changes
wouldn't.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you late. Okay. Like if Risha, I think that's why I probably never really said anything to Risha when she was, going through her like attitudey phase, like really, because it's like, that's Risha.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, but
Right. Even
so,
did it ever make you uncomfortable?
no, it made me uncomfortable for others, but if it was just me and I, was like, okay.
That's how I felt too.
I was like, if it was other people, like, oh no, Risha, like, chill, it's just me and you. Like,
Right. I'd be like, oh, they're gonna hate her.
yeah. but it was just me.
Oh
I was
no.
just like,
Oh no, they're
And
gonna
it
hate
never
her.
failed.
yeah,
It
I was
never
like,
failed.
just chill.
And they'd be like,
Listen.
what's her problem? I'm
yeah,
like, not
for
too much
other
of my
people, say for
sister.
other-
Hold on, let me
like
explain.
even with Aaron, like
Let
if
me explain.
Aaron had an attitude, I was like, oh gosh, please don't do this. Like just do this in front of me. I'm okay with it in front of me. Let everybody else. No,
Right. Everybody else is not gonna
no,
understand.
Don't do that for everybody else. Just me.
Just
Because
don't
I don't
let
care.
them see it. Don't
I
let
care.
them
I'm
know.
just
Don't
like,
let them see.
Conceal.
Be
But
the
she said
good
don't feel it.
girl
You
you
gotta feel it.
always have to
So you
be.
gotta feel
Gotta
it.
feel it to heal it.
That part.
And that's one
That
thing
part.
I think for me, like with disappointment, it's like, bro, I do not want to feel this. Like God is like, I'm gonna put you through a couple. Like I said, like I feel like my last relationship was like one of the biggest disappointments. I don't know why it felt so.
I think because
detrimental.
it felt so
Expectation.
real.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
like,
like,
bro, you
this
met
could
my
be
fam-
it.
yeah,
That's how you felt.
Like you met my family all fast. Like it was all abrupt. You was fine. It was a lot of things. You had a lot going for yourself. But it was just the inner person, and God was like, nah, this not gonna be it. But I'm gonna break. It's gonna break you, but it's to make you. Like
Absolutely.
like when I don't know. It was the disappointment that I never thought I needed. So it does, and it can work for your good. It all does when you're in God. But for other people.
So it's more of a
gotta
question
find
of what
something.
is your relationship with disappointment and changing your relationship with disappointment. Like how, like with Tay, it's just like she says okay, but it's a protection mechanism, and it's just like God is your defender. And I always I remember I used to tell Risha when it came to different people, she was just like, well, no, because what if they do this? What if they do that? And my main thing, and I stand on this to the day, God returns, is that I don't have to trust you. I trust him. And the discernment, if you're here, I'm not going to bother that. I don't got to push you or pull you. I have to do whatever he says to do in every moment. Like I'm listening for his voice, and he's going to show me what to do one way or the other. Now, if I try to lean to my own understanding and decipher within myself what I should do, it might not be the right decision. Not saying that it's going to be the wrong way. It's 50-50. It's a toss-up. But if I sit and I don't have to do nothing, I don't got to change nothing, I don't got to figure it out and let him show me or tell me what to do with you, because he might be trying to give you an opportunity or a chance. So you sitting here, even if it's bothering me, getting on my nerves, it's just like, God, you're giving this person a chance. I don't have nothing to do with that. All you need me to do is allow them to sit there. And, and maybe it's something that they're soaking up in this atmosphere or something that they're doing, whatever the case may be, you are giving whatever, that's between you and them. My job is to listen for your voice and not follow any stranger and not follow after my flesh, not jump too fast or too slow or, get all in my feelings and make the wrong choices. I'm just going to sit here until my change comes. And that's
I feel like
how I feel.
One thing I learned about disappointment is change your perspective, because the second you change your perspective and realize, okay, this didn't work out, what's plan B? Okay, plan B didn't work out, what's plan C? It's literally like always, I feel like, and then Moana told it, it's always another way. That was so golden. They don't even understand. Like, it's always another way. And if it's not another way, then maybe that way just was never for you. Like, to think about it like that, like, okay, well, maybe it won't for you to go on the Spirit of North for your birthday this year. Maybe it was meant for you to go to Sagos, even if it was last moment, or even if your disappointment tried to get the best of you. Like, maybe this was just it, and that's okay. Be okay with what
you have.
Right. And I think it just comes with gratitude and being content in every state you're in.
That part,
That
that
really
scripture will
eliminates
preach.
the sting of disappointment, because it still can happen, and
Yes.
it's not gonna not happen depending on whatever you expect or don't expect. It's just like, what is after that?
Mhm.
What step do we take after we feel it? Do we sit in it? Do we say, this is just not fair? You know, and
Yeah.
I've been that one.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still have my moments. I'm preaching to the choir. I have not completely arrived. Okay, you too. So don't judge me. But all right. When it comes down to that. But I have learned, though, it is about, dang, maybe that just wasn't it, Reed. Like when my car got hit by the deer, you know, I was like, dang, Lord, what I'm going to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got this, I ain't got that, or that. But then the next week, he gave me a whole car, 0 down. So it's like, man, I could have freaked out. I could have said, Lord, why are you doing this to me? You know what I'm saying? But I knew where I was anyway and the steps that I was taking. And, you know, it just was like, okay, God, one thing at a time. It's okay. Like, it really is okay.
Mhm.
Like, you have, activity of your limbs. You can see. You have the ability
you,
to
Lord.
still get up and go to work. Your functions, everything is working on you. You're fine. You're fine. Like, I literally be having to talk myself off the ledge. You're fine. Come back.
Mhm.
Come back. Come back. You're about to make an irrational decision. Like, child, that can preach for me.
When you brought up plans, that's one now above people. Plans, because I am a planner.
Mhm.
So I have a plan B normally at all times. I'm going to have a plan B. And sometimes I might even have a plan C. So if all 3 of my plans don't work, I'm just like, oh no, I'm finna crash out. I'm finna blow a fuse. Because ain't no way I planned this 3 times. Like, so my plans can disappoint me because I planned hard and I put everything into my planning. So that I do need to work on.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
because
we all
that brought
coming
up
from
something. I'm like,
somewhere.
yeah, because
Okay.
I don't do that. I do that. I can overcome that.
You
It's just
will.
I will.
I can, I will,
I
and
just
am.
I'm such a plan. Like I put
Yes.
everything in me when I plan something. So if something falls through, I'm just like, oh no, this ain't. I planned this out accordingly.
Like, Kevin Hart, what's happening here?
Yeah, like
what's happening here?
This
Like,
ain't right
not
because this did
calculating.
not go according to my plans.
Yeah. Disappointment comes from expectations.
Mhm.
So what, as much as you expect is as much as you will be disappointed.
My God.
So, you know, and
Uh.
which doesn't make expectation a bad thing. What were you about to say, Risha?
No, I was just thinking about, remember that time that lady was like, when I was talking about my dad in the salon, she was like, no, I think it started from you. And then she came through with the confirmation about how I need to like not have expectations of my dad. He's still a human. He's still a man at the end of the day. He still has his own life. But I'm like, but yeah, I'm his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, scratch all what you talking about. Like, I didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? You know I got one parent left. Where is you at when I need you? And you said you would. Don't say it if you ain't gonna stand 10 toes and 2 kneecaps down on it. That's
Right.
how I feel. But I had to wear my dad loosely because the more I kept doing that, the more he kept showing me this is who he is. This is what he gonna do until the Lord changed him, or otherwise, then there's nothing I could do. And another part, it
Absolutely.
makes me, but people have to be careful with that because even still, it makes you not want to deal with the person, family or not. It's like, you know what, you stay over there. Don't communicate with me. Cool. Just because you're not going to be consistent in my life, you have shown me that. So in those cases, it's challenging for me anyway, because I don't know what everybody else deals with or how they handle it. But it's like, God, I know that's my dad. I know you gave him to me. I know I'm supposed to respect him, but I don't want to deal with him anymore. I'm 30. I realized my brothers, they made sense. They made sense. And I was talking my brothers off the ledge for years. Oh, no, that's dad. He's your dad. You can't throw him away. I kept them in contact with him. You know what I'm saying? I was the glue that kept the siblings of all 5 of his children from different mamas together. And then you're going to do this to me in my adult life. And then say, well, if all else falls apart, I'm going to come get you.
So what you're saying is that what I heard you just say
Mm-hmm.
is he is good with me unless he disappoints me. Because when your siblings were disappointed by him,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted them to forgive, get back with them, be understanding, and you were his baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
But when he started treating you the way he was treating them,
That's not how it happened, though, for me. It stopped in
Okay.
2021 when he showed me a different side of him.
right?
That,
the side that he was showing
but
them.
But it was not about disappointing. Like
Okay.
it wasn't he didn't show up for me and I was like, oh, I see how you moving. No, it was because you talked to me crazy, as if I was somebody off the street. You didn't believe me. You called me a liar. You called me messy as your daughter. So I was like,
Isn't that the same thing your siblings could have been telling you?
he didn't never come at his mouth like that towards it. He just wasn't there. It's a difference when you're not there,
Okay.
then you're there and you're literally downing me as if you've been here for me and as if you know
So
me.
that gripe was that he wasn't ever showing up.
Like, oh, he ain't never there. Like, he don't never talk.
Right.
That's not where the line drew for me. He still do it, and I still kept talking to him after he disappointed me. Like, it was when you came out your mouth, like I said, you said too much, and you hurt me too bad around the time where I was going through too much. My goddaughter had just died that same month, and I was like, I'm done with you. It just severed a certain tie. So the daddy's girl thing has separated from there, from me. So it wasn't, I was fighting for them like when we was growing up, like, cause I was a daddy's girl. But again, in 2021, it changed and it was like a different hurt. It wasn't even just disappointment. I was disappointed in his character. Like, whoa.
You saw who he was.
Yeah, I was like, I'm your daughter. What are you talking
Yes.
about? Don't talk
The
to me
crazy
like
part
this.
is you had gotten sort of a prophecy sort of thing
To say,
to say that you don't know him.
Hmm?
You had gotten something from the Lord
Mm-mm.
that you didn't know him the way you thought.
oh yeah, I remember.
And
right.
that your, because it was
But I
time
didn't
for
even
your
know that
mother
then, though.
didn't want. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that then. That didn't come probably to like the next year, because I remember Pastor said that in 2019 to you. She's like, she doesn't know about her dad, and she's praying for me. That was the same night I got that message from my mom. That was 2019, and then 2020, and then 21 is when
Right, but I was saying that confirmed
right,
that he wasn't who you thought he was.
right.
And because it was times where your mom really didn't want you to go with him, but it was okay for your sister to go and be with her father all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But she understood and knew things about your dad that you may not have known, and she might have protected and shielded you from.
Right.
But and that disappointment, that's a heavy disappointment. Daddy disappointment is a heavy disappointment.
It is, especially when you just want them to do better. It's like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess for me, I just hope the best for people.
Yeah,
Like, I just be
it's
like,
the
you can do
expectation.
it. Please do it. Okay.
We call us well, I mean, I think it was me and you talking about sitcom babies, where they get raised by sitcom dads. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Do you remember that too?
No,
Okay.
but I know what it means.
So yeah, basically it's like we grew up watching Carl
Carl
Winslow
and Phil and
right, and all of them
Bill
be-
Cosby.
be dads, and
Mhm.
they define a father for us, and then we look at the ones we got and was disappointed because yeah, you don't do none of that. This what you supposed to look like. You supposed to look like that. You ain't do none of this stuff. We ain't had no heart-to-heart conversations like he did Eddie or none of that.
I did not have those feelings about my dad.
You look different.
Right.
That's because he was never there.
I did. I
Right.
lived with my dad for like a year.
A year when
How old were
was
you?
how
A
old?
year?
No, I was older.
You talking about from
Around
when you was in the womb?
grade.
Okay, so
I was
you're
older.
talking about not being around him hardly ever to stay in 1 year and then not being around him almost ever again. Of course, you're not gonna have those feelings, Tay.
But I had a slight relationship with him, but
You just didn't care.
I don't want to say that.
I think that the fact that you went until 8th grade and he wasn't really there,
Yeah, I'm
it was
sorry.
just another person.
Yeah.
It was like a distant cousin.
Yeah, it never really gave me dad vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my dad, and I would
Well,
listen to
He ain't in
him.
your life. How he gonna give you
But-
that vibe? Ain't like he can
He
discipline you
saved
after
me.
not seeing
He
you
saved
for
me
8
one time for
years.
getting a whooping. I remember that. I had ran away. I didn't run away. Mama just forgot where I was going. She
Same
blamed
thing
me.
happened to me too.
She
Remember?
blamed me. I
We was
said,
at your daddy
"Mom."
house.
See, yeah. I
My
was like,
mom- I got a
"Mom,
whooping
I
for that."
told you where I was going. No, you didn't. And my dad is like, "Don't beat her. Don't beat her." It's like, "Thanks, Dad." Anyway, but
That is a little different. Me and Risha actually had our dads
mhm.
and didn't have them at the same time,
Right.
which
Didn't, but
is
didn't.
you know,
I was about to say
we're not
she-
alone in that.
Sheena
but-
had her dad the most.
Yeah, I think you
If
had them the
anything,
most.
It was Sheena had her dad the most. I had my dad semi, and then Tay had her dad.
Mhm. I had him long. We just lived with him for a year. I had
For a
him
year.
longer than a year. I just lived with him for that year.
Okay, well, that's good. Yes, that is. Yeah, it's just.
I don't think it was 8th grade. I had to be like, I think it was earlier than
But
that.
it
Ain't
has
your
to be
dad like
before.
92?
I don't know how old he is.
He not 92.
He's old, but
probably
I
like
don't-
80 something, but he not 92.
Same
He's
thing. No, 80, 90. It's what it's
He's
all, you
old.
know. You in the fourth quarter. That's
That's
what it is. In the fourth quarter, all of it. It's just, you know, hey. But you know, yeah, dads.
like even though sitcoms that even if I watch sitcoms, I never because of my relationship with it. I was like, oh, you're another person to them.
Yeah, I think that gave me sitcoms and stuff like that gave me different vibes about moms. You know, my mom was a pastor, so she was everybody's mama, and she was a leader, and she was at hospitals and times when I wanted her at a recital or something like that, and she had to, you know, she was somewhere, you know, by somebody's deathbed, which is important as well. You know, it was just like she's supposed to be here for me, and she's supposed to. Claire Huxtable would have never, you know. It's just like be grateful for what you have. You know, like you guys are friends. Y'all are two different friends. And so if I don't learn to love Risha for who she is, what she brings to the table, and you for who you are, what you are and what you bring to the table, then I might look at this world and get a concept of what friendship should be and be disappointed in what I have.
Oh, that's what people do with
That's
social
so
media
true. It's
all the
comparison.
time.
Comparison is a killer.
It's a thief
Right.
of joy.
But I
It
shouldn't
is.
compare what I have. Like I should look for the things that make me grateful. You're the only one married here. If you go and you watch TikTok and they lay all these roses and flowers and buy all these roses, you could be like, he ain't doing all of that. But you should be grateful and happy for what you chose and what you have and the good parts of, you know, your marriage and how good it's been to you, how it causes you to grow. And some people will think about the things that make them grow in another person, because that's what it's about, really. Marriage makes you grow if you do it right. And so because the fact that you have to learn is give and take, and you have to learn this dance between each other, like when he's bending this way, being with him, and most of the time it's just like, oh, you going that way, I'm not coming, you know.
Nobody
Right, you get stiff body. You know, my body soul got a stiff body, you know. Like y'all, you just be like, I'm not moving, I'm not budging, and then he be like, well, I'm not moving either. And then it's just like you never learn to sway with each other. You never learn to dance. You never learn to nothing really. But when you have the mindset of going into it to learn and grow and be, you become grateful. You become grateful for what you have. You know, you could look at your car and be like, God, they got this. They got a Mercedes. I want a Mercedes. And then you get this longing on the inside that becomes the opposite of gratitude and wonder why you can't never be grateful. You know? And the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I'm going to look around and see all my blessings. I'm going to count them one by one. That's what we should do.
Instead of being disappointed.
Yes. And what we have and who we are. You look in the mirror, you all disappointed. God, if I was skinnier, if I was bigger, if
my
I had
nose was
lips.
smaller, this was that.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to pick yourself apart, even if you want to change those things. And that's one thing I was talking to my cousin about, because, you know, she talks about her face and stuff, like stuff she want to fix. And I'm like, okay, well, that's nice. I have things I want to fix about myself, but I don't talk about it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be your focal point every day. Like, to the point where, remember, I used to talk about my chin hairs. I was like, oh my God, talk about them all the time. I have dark spots. I have to fix it. If you're not, be quiet. If you're not gonna, no, for real, I had to tell myself, I'm like, bro, you're complaining, and complaining ain't never changed nothing but your mood, and it doesn't do anything but deplete you. So it's like, okay, you know you have chin hairs. Okay, you know you want to fix this. What are you going to do to fix it? And if it doesn't work, then what are we gonna do to cope? At least, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least make it suitable for yourself. But when you tear yourself down every day and you're disappointed in this, you know, you're gonna live in a great cloud of smoke. I've been
Absolutely.
that. I know what it's like. It's fun until it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to get up from that.
It causes sicknesses. It causes sicknesses, health issues, diseases, because your body functions at its best when you are happy and when you are full of joy and when you find things to be happy about and gratitude. The sad, when you sit in sadness and depression, it takes away your energy and it takes away your health.
Like trolls. Remember when Poppy and them was sad? They lost all their color. They lost all their livelihood.
That's what happens.
And they were disappointed in the pot.
I just watched that today. That's why I thought about it. They were about to get cooked. Poppy had given up. She said, "Listen,
She did.
that's
She gave
it."
up.
And people look
And it
great,
took
too.
one person to spark that sense of hope, to get all the disappointment
the
out
disappointed one.
the pot. Yeah,
The one who was disappointed the longest. He's like, "Hold up."
But what had happened was all that she had poured into him finally
Yes.
came back
Yes,
Yeah.
all the seeds came springing up when they all
when they
They all
needed it the
needed it.
most.
they all needed him.
He starts singing that song.
That's why it's important to pour into people because they might be your only resource one day.
That's my movie.
You know.
Oh, I realize.
I just watched it today when I'm doing royal hair. That's why I brought it back up.
That's a
Look at
really
them.
good analogy. They just needed something to give that color
spark.
back. Yeah, a
One
spark.
spark.
And
That's
then it
it.
just all lit up, and it was just a pot of hope.
You just gotta ignite.
And then that change came.
Mhm.
The change was on the end of the tunnel.
It was
On the
because that's
front
when
part.
the girl. She was like,
Just
"Just
go."
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
on the night, because you're a firework.
Lady
guys.
Flower.
And that's what she said. It's
Sparkle
just a
getter.
little spark.
Yeah.
You just gotta ignite.
You can't be around a bunch of people that's fire stompers. You got to get fire
Yes.
starters, not
Mm.
fire stompers. Don't get
Yes.
anybody to put your fire out, okay? And you don't be the one putting your own fire out. Because you
Amen.
can be that too. You stepping on your
Amen.
own fire. First of all,
You know what? Don't nobody complain more than a 5-year-old who got everything.
Don't
I'm
do
just
my girl
gonna.
like
T-
that.
I'm just gonna.
An
say it.
adult too.
I said I ain't never met somebody who complained. No, like kids complain a lot, and I'd be like, "What do you have to complain about? You have everything that you need. You have food, shelter, iPads, iPhones. You ain't got to pay no bills.
Oh my
Wi-Fi
God.
fresh.
They'll never understand the bill
I just
part.
be like-
not until they get up.
But I don't want to. I don't like that. That's all we have. Can we get something else? It
The
burns
same can
me
be said about
up.
adults.
It can be.
The same can be
That's why
said
I'm trying
about
to
adults.
break it in the now
For
before
real.
she
And
become
I-
a
and I
complaining
had
adult.
I had a friend of mine that she was talking about her boyfriend. I'm like, well, you talk about him a lot. You complain. Are you happy? Are you gonna fix it? Are you gonna leave him? Cause why else are we talking about this? You just want to
Yeah,
complain.
boyfriends, y'all can
You
leave
know?
them. Y'all know that.
But I'm saying like it'd be the simple,
Leave them and forsake
slightest
'em.
situations that you want to talk about over and over and over, because it becomes a point where venting becomes complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to let it out. Say
Yeah.
whose side. It all depends on your tonality after you let out the disappointment. After you let it out, maybe you need a rant, maybe you need
Create
to
a
write,
plan.
maybe you need to do something.
That part.
Get it out. But after that, rise up.
It's only venting if you create a plan after. That's I say that all the time. If you don't create a plan after, it was never your intention to vent, because venting literally is releasing it. And when you actually release it, you will come up with a plan one way or the other, like to change it. If you are in a relationship and you saying, I want this relationship, then you make up in your mind, okay, I want this relationship. And then you have to create a plan. You can't go back in and do the exact same thing you've been doing if it's not working.
That's insanity.
You have to say, okay, maybe we need counseling. Okay? Maybe I need counseling. Maybe I need to evaluate and go about this a different way. Maybe I need to bend a little more. Whatever that
Or
may
maybe
be.
we just
Or
not good enough.
yes. Like, well, I'm saying if you want to keep the relationship,
Oh yeah. Oh.
then you have to figure out another plan. And if you decide that you look over it and say, I don't think this is going to work, evaluate it and then create a plan to get yourself out of the situation. Like, you have to do one thing or another.
So you need
And
an
if you sit
evacuation
there
plan.
and do the exact same thing, then you have to admit to yourself that you enjoy disappointing yourself and self-sabotaging. Because if you don't, what's keeping you there? You have to ask yourself those hard questions. Some people do. They victimize themselves. They always see the problem. They always see the problem in everything around them. God is blessing you with good things, and you're just saying, but look at that, though. This ain't right. This person ain't right. That person ain't right. This is going bad. This going wrong. Well, the thing is, Are you going to learn to see the good in everything that you have? Or are you going to learn to see the bad in everything that you have? It's all about your perspective.
Perspective is powerful.
That part.
And get an evacuation plan, in other words, for disappointment. That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard.
Yes.
Evacuate.
Leave.
Evacuate. Yeah.
And
come
go to
out of
grateful.
come out of agreement with disappointment. You can't.
The
Go in the
emotion
direction.
behind disappointment, because
Yes.
it can happen. You just can't agree with the emotion that tries to take you over, to take you back, or
And
take you
sit
down.
in it and wallow in it. Disappointment is not something to be wallowed in.
Oh Lord, it'll swallow you whole. Though, you hear me?
This is
It
true.
won't leave a hair to be stranded out to the light. You'll be all in darkness. I'm telling you. I'm telling you
this
what
is
I
true.
know.
That's where depression and stuff comes
I
from.
done let it happen one too many times. One too
Yeah.
many times. So
And it's impossible to escape disappointment.
'Cause
We're
in
all
this
going to
life.
you're going to experience it, and you got to learn to not use it, as a weaponizing it, for yourself or for others. You have to learn to say, like, let it go off your back. Okay, this is who they are. This is who they are. This is who they are. That's really just finding out, the truth.
and not judging people or throwing them away for it, especially if you care or love them.
That part.
That is very important as well. That is a part of life. You cannot throw people away. That is
Yeah.
not easy to do.
If they're in close proximity, they are going to disappoint you at some point.
Get out of here. I'll never have to talk to you again. What are you talking
That's
about?
it. If
That's
they're
not
yeah,
okay, though.
if they're close by, they're going to disappoint. If you have children, some people are like, oh, I want kids. They're going to disappoint you.
They are.
From time to time. I want a husband, I want a wife, they're going to disappoint you at some time. You want
are.
friends, they're going to disappoint you
They are.
at some point in time. And I'm sure not on purpose. I'm sure that if they love you, they're not going to be, hopefully, they're not going to be vindictive or manipulative and try to harm you.
No.
However, because that's a whole nother category, you need to get rid of them immediately.
Absolutely.
But if they have good intentions and they're just being themselves and themselves just happen to disappoint you or upset you or make you mad, learn to
Give
love.
grace and space.
Grace and
Grace
space.
and space.
Amen.
Yes.
That's beautiful, y'all, for
Mhm.
real. That helped me because I was always wondering. I was like, well, how you have a balance then? Granted, I know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's just the falling into it so deep.
I think your balance is growing.
Yeah.
I
That's what I'm
think your
saying.
balance is growing. If you have muddy water, you got to pour clear water into it, and
And
it's got to
keep pouring.
continue. Yeah.
Keep pouring
You
until
gotta
that mud and
keep
dirt is gone.
until that mud and dirt is gone, and the disappointment was heavy on you at one point in life, and so, but every time you experience disappointment, your response is getting better to it, and that's how you know you want to grow. You don't
Mhm.
want to stay
It's
in the mud.
It's suffocating. Like
Mhm.
you can't breathe. Like
Yeah.
depression is it's like I don't know.
And
I
you
just it's so horrible. It's like I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. Okay, it's like you have to make up
Mhm.
in your mind what you want to be.
That's good, right
And
there.
I was like, I don't want to be that.
That
We
part.
will not be sad all my life, or
Mhm.
even have an attitude. Because honestly, sometimes my attitude is just disappointed, or just not understanding, or just like some lack of something that
Mhm.
caused another emotion to show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not gonna be that.
Mm-hmm.
So-
It's just like pain in your body.
Yeah.
Normally, it's the lack of something. If your head hurts, you probably lack magnesium.
Mhm.
But that's a whole nother subject. It is. It's just a lack of something. You got to
Lack of-
gain. And the more you gain, the less your body will hurt. The more muscle you gain, the more health you gain, the more good stuff you put into your body. So you got to watch what you're consuming and eating in your
Mhm.
brain. It's going to determine how you handle disappointment, how you handle people, how you handle yourself, what you eat,
Amen.
what you feed yourself spiritually.
Amen.
Well, intellectually, I'll say.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you feed yourself intellectually will determine how you respond to situations in
Amen.
wisdom. Because
That was good.
we expect better out of you guys.
But if you don't, we still love you where you are.
If you don't, we still love you.
Amen.
That's true.
Mhm. That was good.
It really was.
Oh, that's me.
It's
Yeah.
definitely on you. Close this out, Tay.
This has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. We hope we helped y'all. Remember, get gratitude. Don't sink into that disappointment. It happens, but let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go
Let it
and
go.
gain some gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do some breathing exercises.
Yeah,
too.
breathe it
Yeah.
out.
Get you an Aaron. He could tell you that.
No, Aaron is not going to let you breathe it out. Aaron's gonna be like, listen,
That's stupid. Why
Get-
would you do that?
get over it.
But that's what you need
It
sometimes.
will happen,
Get you an Aaron.
but you
Get
need
an
to
Aaron.
let it go
Mhm.
and let's move on to this
Because
because we
Aaron
got
be
something
like,
else
What's
to do.
up, Aaron? The time.
The
The time is up. Your time is up.
I'm weak.
It's time for you
you're
to do
late.
better. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good stuff. Sometimes you need that.
Ah, that is
Whatever
so
works for
Aaron.
you.
Get you some of this right here. Because I got a good group.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's sweet. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's, you don't know what it is. It's just, it all works together for the good of them that love the Lord.
We're a
Amen.
nice
Carl-
tossed salad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
It's good stuff though.
Good stuff.
I love
Clock
my
it.
group. Wouldn't trade y'all for nothing.
I wouldn't.
Amen.
I am Tej Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.